What's up guys, Max here. So today is the second episode of Ask an Expert Show, where Ricardo and myself will continue to discuss beginners' diet and nutrition tips for weight loss. If you have not yet watched last week's show, I will make sure to insert a card and in the description down below. Also, if you like this type of show format, please do smash the like button and leave a comment down below. Let me know what kind of questions that you have about getting started to your fitness journey. I will make sure to collect them and include them in the future Ask an Expert show. If you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to stay connected. Alright guys, without further ado, let the show begin.
What is your professional recommendation for complete beginners? Some of the pain-free ways they can easily start.
First thing, like I said, is just learning how to eat. That's the easiest thing. And a lot of people are like, well, I need to eat less so I can lose weight. No, because you're basically starving your body and your metabolism is slowing down by doing that. And it's going to hold on to foods. So a lot of people don't realize that when they eat less foods, their body is like, hold up, what are you doing? We used to eating like 2 or 3 times a day. Now you eating 1 time a day? No, we're not going to do that. So if you're going to eat 1 time a day, we're going to hold all this food. And they're wondering why. In the beginning, you're going to start seeing immediate weight loss, but then all of a sudden you plateau real quick. So maybe 2 weeks you'll see the weight loss, and then by week 3 you're plateaued out because your body is conformed. Like I said in the beginning, your body will adapt whatever you do to it. So by week 3, you formed a habit, and your body's like, okay, we're used to this habit. You're eating only 1 time a day. Guess what, buddy? We're storing this stuff. So we know we ain't gonna starve. You're not gonna starve us. And at the same time, you're losing lean muscle mass. So the best way to do is eat small meals throughout the day, 6 to 8 small meals out the day. But when you get done with your workout, get some protein in your system immediately. Some boiled eggs, some nuts or something like that, or make high protein smoothie. One of my old roommates, he used to make all kinds of smoothies, but his best one was oatmeal. He get oatmeal, some basic whey protein, some eggs or whatever, get some other nuts or whatever, and he'll mix it all in there. And then that would be his smoothie, and he'll drink that in the mornings. Having different fruits and vegetables throughout the day, having small snacks like finger foods. The best fast food you can have: bananas, apples, grapes, anything, any fresh fruits and vegetables. You can eat those all day and they're quick. You can keep them in your fridge. I watched this show called Unsupersize Me. Not Supersize Me, but Unsupersize Me, where this lady went on a journey and she was becoming a vegan, but she lost over 100 pounds in 1 year. And she did it because she changed up her eating habit. Her trainer, who was a former ex-con, but he learned about nutrition and dieting and all of that. He literally used her as his project, and she got all the way down 100 pounds, changed her whole lifestyle. She was running marathons by the end of the episode.
Wow.
Spoiler alert if you were trying to watch it. But it was amazing how he gave her a choice of, he said, hey, you can eat all these vegetables. I give you a bowl of vegetables and fruit. Just, if you're hungry, just reach in that bowl, reach in there and just start eating it. And that's the number one thing that you can do, is just basically increase your portion, your amount of food, lessen the portion size. And if you do that 8 times a day, like if you eat 3 meals a day, let's say you're eating 2,500 calories a day. The average human being should eat a minimum of 2,000 calories a day. But if you're eating 2,500, I'll do that for a good number. You take that first half and you break it up into 4 meals in the first part of the day. You take the second half, you break it up into 4 more small meals throughout the day. And then that way you're spreading it out. And guess what? Your body's always metabolizing the food faster. Your digestive system will respond a whole lot faster. And guess what? By doing that, you got to also increase your water intake. So you're going to be eating and drinking water throughout the day, and it's going to help you out because guess what? You got to wash that food and drink water.
I want to get your opinions on intermittent fasting. I'm doing intermittent fasting. And for me, intermittent fasting worked for me, but I kind of want to get your opinion on that because you're the one. I feel like you are more kind of you have to break down a smaller meals and throughout the day type of guy. So what's your thought on intermittent fasting?
So intermittent fasting is good for those who are truly disciplined to their eating habits. If you're not disciplined, I wouldn't recommend it for you. And the thing about it is I'm not a certified dietitian or nutritionist. I'm working on my nutrition certification, but I'm not certified yet. So I don't want to gear anybody to say, hey, well, Ricardo said, and I'm going to live by it. Yeah. Yeah. So what I highly recommend is if you're doing it and you're seeing results, remember you got to continuously change it up. If you're doing intermittent fasting, I wouldn't recommend over 6 weeks to shock your body again and then change it back up. Intermittent fasting, I've seen some people have some tremendous results. My coach, he does intermittent fasting. He didn't start off doing that right off the back. It was just his way his work schedule was, and he'll eat from I want to say between 12 and 6. By 6 o'clock, he is done eating. He doesn't eat nothing else. 6 o'clock is a cutoff, and if he's hungry, oh well. But he normally is not hungry because he'll go in there and he'll start his day off. The most that he'll probably have for the day before he gets started is a cup of coffee. He doesn't have anything else before outside of that, outside of water. And then when he eats good. He eats really good. He can eat whatever he wants. But the thing about it is when he works out hard also. I mean, he's had less injuries. His body's responded a whole lot quicker as far as growth. He's had more growth during that time. Like for me, I would have to eat about 10 to 3,500 calories to get a good size on me.
Wow.
He doesn't even do that. He eats a lot now. Don't get me wrong. He eats a lot, but and it's balanced out and stuff. So he knows what he's doing, and he's realized that that's what works for him.
A lot of YouTube videos, they talk about, hey, you got to get yourself, whey protein, you got to get yourself creatines, and there's BCAA, there's many other supplements out there. Well, what would you suggest a beginner? What supplement do they need?
For beginner, the best supplement you need is a multivitamin. That's it. It all depends on what your fitness journey is. Now, if you're trying to put on size, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother journey that you would go down. And I would highly recommend that you get a coach or a trainer to help guide you in that, along with a certified nutritionist or a degree dietitian that knows what they're talking about in regards to helping you guide your body in that direction. And what I learned for myself was in the very beginning of my fitness journey, I didn't use no supplements. I didn't touch protein. I didn't touch creatine. I didn't touch any pre-workout, anything. And I was actually in the same, if not better shape than most of the athletes or people I've trained with. So when it comes down to supplements for a beginner, I would highly try to tell you to get as much foods as you can in your body. Get as much meats, get as much, if you're a vegetarian or vegan, get as much protein that you can get from those certain foods that you eat. If you want high protein, get as much nuts, legumes, or beans, or shall I say, get as much of that into your body as possible, because that's going to help you out along your fitness journey.
One of the big things I heard on YouTube and as a beginner, it's about exercising, it's about the nutrition, and apparently rest is one of the very big component of it as well, eh?
Yeah, so when I was first into fitness, I didn't really think too much about what rest. I was young, I was immature, but I didn't realize how important it was. I used to talk about a fitness triad, which is cardio, muscular training, and nutrition. Those were the triad. That was the triangle for me. But I left out sleep part. And when I added that key factor, I seen tremendous results in my growth in my body. When I was training for my bodybuilding show, I got up at 3:30 in the morning. And a lot of us like, wow, how are you able to do that? Well, I was in the bed by 9 o'clock, 9:30 at the latest. I was knocked out sleep, but I got up at 3:30 every morning. And when it got closer to the show, I was getting up at 2:30 in the morning. But I was in the bed by 9 o'clock. So when most people were sitting there like, oh, you're not getting any sleep. No, I'm getting plenty of sleep.
I realized recovery or rest, it's such a big, important thing, because when I have decent amount of sleep, you perform better, in the gym or at work. you're more sharper, you're able to stay focused much longer. In terms of fitness, sometimes when you do exercising, your muscles get sore, right? With the lactic acid buildup. But when you actually get adequate enough of sleep, you get over it much quicker. And then I'm able to go back to the gym sooner without feeling the pain. And then I'm able to push myself more.
You said another thing that was key: rest. Not just, but rest. And one thing that I learned when I was when I first got into personal training and stuff, I was young in my younger years. I worked out with a guy named Cliff Davis. Don't quote me on his name, but he was actually Usher's personal trainer, and he was a professional bodybuilder. He had another guy that I used to model with also, and he was 42 years old. The other guy was 38, and he had phenomenal physiques. They looked like they had bodies better than most 18-year-olds. And their bodies stayed like that year round. And they told me, like, hey, a lot of people go to the gym, beat up their bodies. And he said, yes, you can get sleep, but you also got to let your body rest, massage it, go sit in a sauna for a little bit, relax your body. And he said, when you do that, your body will respond a whole lot better. You'll get the best results that you've ever seen. He said, I can run circles around some of these 20-year-olds right now. And he says, because I let my body rest. And that's the thing about it. Like you said, you're able to push your body harder after you get plenty of rest. For me, I work out 5 to 6 days out of the week. I work out hard. But on that 7th day, I literally rest. And I honestly, yesterday, my wife let me rest all day yesterday. I literally took advantage of it. I got like 2 naps that day yesterday. I literally took it easy, and my body today responded a whole lot better. When I did my core fitness class, I was amazed at my body recovery from over the weekend. And then when I ran this morning as well, I was able to run and not feel so much pain in the joints or anything like that. It's because I allowed my body to rest and recover.
Ricardo, if people want to connect with you, where can they find you?
They can always catch me on Instagram at Rock Your Body Fitness, or you can reach me on Facebook at Ricardo Hamer Jr. So either one of those two, they can reach me. Also, I have my YouTube channel. I have 2 of them. I got the Wake Up Wednesdays Inspires, and then I also have my Rock Your Body Fitness on YouTube. So any of those. If you're just getting started, the videos that I have on YouTube are beginner-based videos. I have 5-minute workouts that leave you with no excuses of why you can't do it. You can do it at home. You can do it at work. You can do it outside. You can do it on your phone, wherever you want to do it. And then I also got workouts that are slowly increasing. So just getting started, the best way for beginners, I highly recommend all beginners to just start moving. Just start moving. Walk. Increase your water intake. And like we just said a little while ago, get some rest. If you're up at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, you need to go ahead and shut it down.
Hey man, thank you very much to join me today. And for those who are watching, I will make sure to have all the links down in the description below. Thank you very much. And until next time, guys, peace.
Peace.